Alright, what's going on, guys? Try back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my first review for a brand new zombie television series from Syfy. Airs Fridays at 10. 13-episode first season's been announced. This one will be my review of the premiere of Z Nation, Season 1, Episode 1. This one is called Puppies and Kittens. Alright, so I went ahead and reviewed the trailer for this one a while back in the summertime, and it seemed like quite a few people were interested to hear, what I was going to think, or what I think of the premiere of the series at least. And I promised, I said I would review the premiere at very least. Okay, so now that I've seen it, and by the way, I'll try not to spoil anything for you guys, for anyone who hasn't seen it. It literally just aired last night, so I'm assuming probably 80% of you have not seen it yet. So I won't ruin any of the main plot points of the premiere episode, but I will go into some details. So that's kind of a minor spoiler warning. I won't give away anything major, but we're going to be talking about the episode. I'm going to be using things to give my thoughts on the series and specifics in order to back up my logic, which I kind of have to do. So if you don't want to know anything, you may not want to watch. If you do want to stay and watch and kind of find out what I thought about the show, whether or not it's worth checking out for you, without any major spoilers, then I think you'll appreciate this. And if you've already seen it, then yeah, you can definitely stay and watch. So I wasn't quite sure what to think of this one. After seeing the trailer, I was kind of like, okay, what is this? Like where does this lie in the zombie apocalypse genre as a TV series? Now, we should get it out of the way right away. The Walking Dead. Okay, obviously. Now, a lot of people, I even saw people in the trailer, they had commented below saying that here come, or they were counting down, until people started comparing it to The Walking Dead. So let's just get it out of the way. Everyone's going to do it. You're going to do it. I'm going to do it. We're all going to do it. So let's just talk about it right off the bat. So first of all, The Walking Dead, obviously the most successful zombie anything of all time, basically. And it is so successful because it takes it from a realistic perspective. It focuses on some fantastic characters, and it is very believable, very realistic to that world. Okay, so that's what makes it so successful. Now, in this one, too, in addition to it just being another zombie TV series, they also you even have the main character of the first episode, Hammond. He even says that an ex-cop in a prison told him to come here to see the National Guard. So when he said ex-cop in a prison, I was like, okay, all right, okay, now we have to do Walking Dead comparisons. We don't have a choice. So what are they doing? Are they with that? Are they poking, fun at The Walking Dead? Are they trying to tie it in? You know what I'm saying? Like, what exactly are they doing with that? Are they trying to give zombie fans a shout out to, or kind of include something like that? Take it for what you will. It doesn't help the series, in my opinion, for them to do stuff like that. And it doesn't take itself entirely seriously. It's not trying to be The Walking Dead. And it clearly isn't. These are, even though they're both set in zombie apocalypses, they are completely different shows. The Walking Dead taking itself seriously. This one kind of, the best way I can describe it for anyone who hasn't seen it yet is sort of a combination between maybe The Walking Dead, Zombieland, and Dawn of the Dead. Okay, that's the formula, I would say, with very little Walking Dead in there. I mean, very little. Most of it being the Zombieland and Dawn of the Dead type feel to it. Now, we have fast zombies, okay? So, you see the zombies, they're sprinting, they're running, and yes, they do mention in the premiere that when they're fresh turned, they're faster than later on, which makes sense, and something I've talked about before in my videos, actually. I've said that, I've explained certain situations as when a zombie's, just been bitten or just turned, they have their muscle tissue and they're going to be faster, but I don't know how I feel about full-on sprinting zombies. With that kind of fast pace. It's something like Dawn of the Dead. When I saw Dawn of the Dead, the remake, the first time, the 2000 version, 2000 whatever it was, version of it, I thought it was really exciting. And I think it's good for a movie. For a TV series, I don't know how I feel about it because the zombies are so fast that it realistically nobody would be able to survive that, except the new guy who's stuck in Antarctica on the radio and can't get away anyway. Now, he's a character in the show, by the way. If you've ever seen the movie The New Guy, yeah, it's the new guy. He was in Breaking Bad too. He played a cop there, which was funny, and he's funny. I do like him, and his character there, it's not bad for the show. He kind of adds a little bit of that humor that you would expect to see in something like Zombieland. And there are things in this that do make you feel like of Zombieland. Now, they tried a series for that, and it didn't work on Netflix. So for this one here, they're not taking that a total approach where it's totally, slapstick comedy, that kind of thing with a zombie apocalypse, but they're halfway. We even get to see a zombie baby in this one, for example, which is just like Dawn of the Dead, if you guys remember that. So it's like they've taken a lot of the different concepts that exist in the zombie apocalypse genre, and they've kind of smashed them up and given it to us in a series form. So that is what it feels like to me they're doing. Even the main character Hammond trying to deliver this other gentleman who basically he has been bitten, but he has not turned. So you also bring in this whole thing, the idea of a cure, a zombie cure, which is something that's been touched on in World War Z. So, and it's not exactly the same as the version of World War Z. This one, the zombies will attack him, but he won't turn afterwards. Even though we'll have to see what happens with that if he survives the long run. But it seems like he's been okay all this time, which is like a year after he received a vaccine. So they're trying to get him to California. They're trying to do that. So you kind of have the main character who felt a bit like Abraham to me with the Eugene situation from The Walking Dead, and you have a mix and mash of all these different types of concepts from different zombie genre movies and shows. And that's pretty much what we have here. We have zombie baby. Okay, now the zombie baby, first he's in a little baby carrier, and he's not walking. He's a baby. He can't walk. He can't do anything. He becomes a zombie somehow. Maybe blood splatter. I don't know. Next thing you know, he's up. He's running around. He's hiding behind things and all this stuff. Becoming a zombie doesn't give you superpowers. If you're a baby and you're bitten or you're whatever and you turn, you're not going to be, sprinting around and hiding under like Gollum or something and then, jumping out and, attacking people. So it doesn't take itself seriously, and it is fun. I will say that. It is fun, but it's ridiculous too. Now, the concept of zombies is kind of ridiculous by itself. I would agree with that. But I don't know. You just can't take this seriously. You can't take this series seriously. If you're going to watch it, if you're going to enjoy it, you just have to enjoy it and like it for what it is. Because it's not, the next Walking Dead or anything like it. Far from it. If anything, it might be a more serious take on Zombieland, which is about as good as you're going to get. A lot of the different types of things we see in it remind me of things we've either seen in The Walking Dead or we've seen in these other things that I've talked about before. And it doesn't feel like there's all that much that's new to it. Also, the characters, I don't really feel anything for either. At this point, after watching an entire episode, I can honestly say that I don't feel a connection to a single character in the show, which is really bad. To go through a whole episode of a 1-hour TV block with commercials and not even really care about a single character. In addition, a lot of the characters feeling very cliched or very, we've seen this type of character before, we've seen him before. What is this guy who's carrying the baby? Is he a Rick ripoff, or he's a sergeant from the National Guard? But is that what he's going to be? Is he going to be a Rick ripoff? What's this person going to be? I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see after at least a few more episodes. But from what I saw in this episode so far, if you like zombie apocalypse shows, it's fun. It is fun. I got to admit that. It's fast-paced. There's some good action. There's some pretty cool slow-mo kills. But it's definitely not that high quality. It's clearly not, it's clunky sometimes. The angles are a little weird. The slow-mo strange. The speed. Sometimes everything is moving way too fast. Other times it's way too slow. And it has trouble finding its pacing. It is scary. It is fun. And it is silly. And if that's what you like, then I think you'll really like this TV series. For me, it's okay. For me, it's okay. I don't hate it. I don't love it either. I'm somewhere in the middle. And next question would be, will I check out the following episode next week? maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll watch it, but I can't say that I'm going to review it for sure. I'll see first what you guys think about it. I want to hear, you know, your opinions on it. Please write in the comments below what you thought if you got to see it, or if you didn't, what you think about this kind of show and whether or not you're interested in checking it out, or you're like, yeah, you know what, I'll just wait till The Walking Dead comes on. I mean, that's got plenty of zombies. There's going to be a spin-off for it next year. Plenty of zombies in that too. I believe that world. I take that, you know, seriously when I watch it, and I care about the characters rather than this one where I don't feel an attachment to any single character. But nevertheless, you know, it is what it is. And if you like that, if you like what it is, then it may have something here for you. It kind of feels like, I don't know, I guess a live action video game. You know, that's a pretty good description of it. So the combination between The Walking Dead, World War Z, Dawn of the Dead, and Zombieland, Z Nation, I'm going to give only a 5 out of 10 to. It's a low score, but it deserves it for all the reasons I mentioned. The music, it doesn't match a lot of times. The sound doesn't feel quite right. And overall, it's not an impressive series, but it is fun. So I can definitely see if people really like it. Giving it a low score is not, you know, me saying that no one can like it, but it's definitely not something you're gonna think that's that high quality. We all love zombies, and it's there. If you want to watch something zombie related, it's there. So it exists. So yeah. So that's about as much as I can get into without getting in any kind of spoiler territory about the details of the episode. If you guys want to see me do any of the videos on this series, please write in the comments below. Please let me know what you thought of it, and based on your reception, based on what you think, I may do another. I may do like a spoiler version review. I may do a review for the second episode or onward. That's all I got for this one, guys. 5 out of 10 for me. I can't justly give it a higher score than that. 6.5 is average. It's below average. And I did still find it fun. It's not unwatchable. It is fun to watch. It's just you can't take it seriously, and you really gotta love zombies, I think, and just kind of love that kind of silly genre if that's what you enjoy. If you like Zombieland, I say give it a shot. You might like it. Anyway, that's all I gotta say for my review, guys. If you like the review, please thumb it up below. If you want to help support the channel, please share it, please favorite it, and yeah, I'll call it here. That's it for this video, guys. See you for the next one. This is Trav, as always, saying peace.